Did you know that some of the most mundane-looking objects in history are believed to be cursed? Objects so entwined with misfortune and death that even the bravest dare not keep them. Today we delve into the unsettling truth of cursed objects, ordinary artifacts with a history that chills to the bone. This is Dark Facts for Dummies. Let's start with a story you might never forget. The infamous Hope Diamond. You've possibly heard whispers of this massive blue gemstone attributed to bad luck, but its history reads like a list of tragedies. Acquired in the 17th century, the diamond quickly developed a reputation for bringing doom upon its owners. Jean-Baptiste Tavernier, the man who first brought the diamond to Europe, is said to have been mauled to death by wolves just years after selling it. Later, it came into the possession of King Louis XVI and the Queen Marie Antoinette of France. As we all know, their reign did not end well. Both fell victim to the guillotine during the French Revolution. The legend of the Hope Diamond didn't stop in France. In modern times, owners and handlers reported bizarre accidents, financial ruin, and even deaths. The Smithsonian Institution houses the diamond today, but rumors claim its curse still lingers. Visitors often say they feel uneasy standing near it. Our next tale brings us to the eerie history of the Terracotta Army in China. Although awe-inspiring, this collection of sculptures has a dark side. It was created to guard the tomb of China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang. Local legends suggest the workers and artisans who built this magnificent monument were killed to protect its secrets. As a result, some say the Terracotta Army is haunted by their spirits, creating a palpable tension for anyone who ventures near the excavation site. Numerous archaeologists have experienced unexplained illnesses, accidents, and even death shortly after spending time around the site. Could this ancient army be cursed? And then there's the tragic tale behind the Crying Boy paintings. These were a series of mass-produced artworks from the mid-20th century depicting a sorrowful young boy with tears streaming down his cheeks. At first glance, harmless, but firemen in the UK began to notice something strange about homes adorned with this painting. It became a common denominator in homes that mysteriously caught fire. Even stranger, the Crying Boy paintings would often survive these fires, untouched, leading many to believe they carried a sinister force. The legend escalated when a British newspaper ran a headline blaming the paintings for widespread property damage. Superstitions soared, and thousands of families burned or threw away their Crying Boy paintings to break free from the curse. But skeptics, of course, say the connection to fires is pure coincidence. What do you think? Moving on, let's talk about the Dybbuk box. This infamous wine cabinet surfaced on eBay in the early 2000s, claimed to hold the spirit of a malicious entity known as a Dybbuk in Jewish folklore. The seller reported strange occurrences in his home, lights flickering, doors slamming shut on their own, and an overwhelming sense of dread. After being sold to a series of owners, each reported terrifying experiences, from nightmares to unexplained illnesses. Some investigators even experienced debilitating physical effects after being near the box. Today, the Dybbuk box resides in a museum of haunted objects, but some say its curse never truly went away. Even touching the glass case that holds the box has frightened visitors. Speaking of haunted objects, have you heard of the cursed chair of Thomas Busby? In North Yorkshire, England, stands an ordinary-looking wooden chair with a deadly reputation. Busby, a convicted murderer in the 17th century, supposedly cursed the chair before his execution, vowing that anyone who sat on it would soon meet an untimely death. Over time, reports of horrific accidents followed victims who dared to sit in it. Today, the chair is safely mounted on display at a local museum, preventing anyone from physically sitting on it again. But some believe its curse lingers in the room, as museum visitors often avoid even standing near it. Next on our list, the Koh-i-Noor diamond. Known as one of the largest and most famous diamonds in the world, it carries a sinister legend. Historically, it is said that only women can safely wear the diamond without incurring the wrath of its curse. Men who've owned or worn the gem often faced violent deaths or terrible misfortunes. Tracing its troubled history across India and the British Empire reveals a series of betrayals, wars, and misfortunes so numerous it's hard to ignore the tales. Today it remains in the British Crown Jewels, carefully guarded, though many wonder at what cost. Finally, we dive into a case that may send shivers down your spine. The cursed tomb of King Tutankhamun. Discovered in 1922 by Howard Carter, the tomb held treasures beyond imagination. But it's the supposed curse inscribed in the tomb that dominates its legacy. Legend has it, anyone who disturbed the pharaoh's final resting place would face divine retribution. And disturb they did. Shortly after the discovery, Lord Carnarvon, who funded the excavation, died mysteriously from an infected mosquito bite. A string of deaths followed. Researchers, journalists, and those even tangentially linked to the discovery succumbed to freak accidents or bizarre illnesses. While modern-day scientists attribute the deaths to potentially harmful bacteria or mold spores within the sealed tomb, the world hasn't forgotten the whispers of a vindictive curse. So, what makes an object cursed? Is it a supernatural force, or is it the weight of belief that brings these tragedies to life? History is riddled with strange coincidences, but what's real and what's imagined remains an unending debate. Maybe it's safer to steer clear of objects with a bloody backstory, just in case. Next time you're at your local antique shop or flea market, take a moment to consider, could that old painting, that beautiful gem, or that quirky chair carry more than just the dust of decades? You'll never look at artifacts the same way again. If you've enjoyed uncovering this dark chapter of history, subscribe for more unsettling tales. From cursed diamonds to haunted relics, humanity's thirst for mystery keeps these stories alive. Thanks for watching Dark Facts for Dummies. See you next time, if you dare.